Shooting Stars is the latest Peacock film that focuses on LeBron James and his friends in high school. Let's see if this new film is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Peacock. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. The inspiring origin story of a basketball superhero reveals how LeBron James and his childhood friends become the #1 high school team in the country. I'm not really into basketball, but we all know who LeBron James is. I saw a documentary a while ago focusing on him and his friends in high school called More Than a Game, which I really did like, and I was looking forward to watching this film and getting to know this group of friends in high school, LeBron James and his friends, and seeing how they relied on each other, the bond that they had, and becoming the #1 high school team. As I suspected, this film focuses a lot on LeBron James. So much that it feels like it's just not about him and his friends. And it's easy to sell this movie as the origin story of LeBron James in high school and then just have his friends be like a minor side story going on. It's easy to sell it that way because people are obsessed with LeBron James and people think he's one of the best basketball players ever, and so they'll probably want to check this film out just based on the name of LeBron James. And there are a lot of storylines within here where we see really like a focus on LeBron James and him dealing with being this top star in high school, taking these jerseys at the end of the movie, and he's suspended for a game, and the championship and all of that. And we have a lot of that throughout the film, so much that I feel like his friends in the film are severely lacking any development or depth given to these characters because of all of that focus on LeBron James. But we do see a bond with his friends throughout the film. And I think they really could have highlighted that just a little more rather than focusing on LeBron James. I understand because he was like the best high school basketball player and the team relied on him and all of that. But I look at the film just a little deeper and see that there is the connection between the group was very genuine with the actors involved. I wanted to focus a little more on that. I wanted to see that bond and how strong it is, and there's going to be tension amongst the group, which is there. But I think it could have just been a little bit stronger because the acting is really good in here as well. The young actor who plays LeBron James, his name is Marquis Cook, and he does a fabulous job as LeBron James. Not only performing as him, but also the look. I think they did a great job casting a young LeBron James. But the mannerisms, the interviews that we see, he did a great job handling this role. In some of the more emotional scenes towards the end when he's suspended or when he's arguing with his friends, there are some very personal touches to this character. So I was really impressed with the acting in here. They have Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things who plays Drew Joyce. I would say after LeBron James, he has the most to do within the film. He feels like he's able to contribute a lot to the team, but other people just don't see that. And so when we learn more about these characters, we see that bond that they have. That bond is tested several times, and there is tension between the group, and so there are just like glimpses of the whole group together and the emotional moments for them and the added depth to this group. Like I said, as I suspected, it's just a lot of LeBron James. And the performances are really good, even from the young guy who plays LeBron James. And the directing for the basketball scenes are really good. They're able to position the camera just the right way to feel like the basketball scenes are intense. If it's them slam dunking or passing the ball or shooting three-pointers, it's all really impressive how they're able to handle the basketball scenes. And there's a lot of them in here. I was able to be invested in those scenes alone. Now, this is not a bad film by any means. I just think the focus started to become clearer as the movie went on, and that is about LeBron James. Like I said, it's easy to sell this movie as a movie focused on LeBron James and his friends. But his friends had potential to have that deeper storyline throughout, but I feel like it was lacking. There's a couple of them, I just can't remember their names. as I said, I'm not that big into basketball, so I don't know like the history of the team too much, or where they've all been throughout their lives and all of that. If it was more baseball movie, I would be able to tell you a little more about it. But going into this, I wanted to see that group and that focus that they had, relying on each other, add a depth to this group. And at times you feel like they're just barely touching it, but it could have been very stronger. But overall, Shooting Stars was a pretty good film though. I like the acting in here. It's very solid. The basketball scenes are really intense and a lot of fun. It feels like there's a lot of moments where they're hyping these scenes up, and it's just fun to watch them play basketball. I do feel that genuine connection that they had, and I've read some interviews that the whole cast had a blast filming this movie together. And when it's more casual, we see them just kind of joking with each other, and I like some of those moments within the film. But if you really like LeBron James as a basketball player, I think you will appreciate this movie. Seeing him and his friends in high school working their way up through high school to become the #1 basketball team in high school, and then him leading into his massive career in the NBA. But if you want a little more in-depth look at these 5 friends, I recommend checking out the 2008 documentary More Than a Game. That film is focusing on the group more so than Shooting Stars, which I remember watching multiple times back in the early 2010s. So I recommend checking out Shooting Stars. Like I said, if you really are into basketball and like LeBron James, I think you'll really appreciate the acting, and not only the acting, but also the way that he looks, the mannerisms, all that's really good. The basketball scenes are intense and a lot of fun. It's a decent film. I just expected a little more focus on the team rather than LeBron James. I understand, one of the best basketball players ever, and he was regarded as one of the best high school players ever too. So it's easy to just kind of focus a little more on him rather than his friends. But they have stories. They're good as well. I wanted to see a little more of them. So before I give you my score for Shooting Stars on Peacock, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit the subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you want to see where Shooting Stars ranks amongst all of the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Shooting Stars a B-. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Shooting Stars on Peacock. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.